Hi again. So now we are going to tackle lighting. It's on its own sheet. It's got, there you go. There are 11 terms, and most of them are fairly easy. I'll let you know what ones kind of confuse people and what ones, um, well, I will also tell you that there are some that you have more than one type of lighting in the same scene. Okay, so our first one is artificial lighting. This refers to light produced by electricity. Super simple. I'm sitting in here, all artificial lighting because you all, well, most of you know I don't have windows in here. It is all artificial lighting. Okay, natural lighting, well, that's light from natural surroundings. And that's not just light from the sun, but it could also be light from the moon. We kind of bounced back and forth last semester on the idea of fire because fire is a natural thing. So we decided ultimately that fire light would count as natural lighting and not artificial lighting. Also think about lighting that happens from lightning. You know, when there's a flash of lightning and something on the screen lights up, that's also the use of natural lighting because lightning is from nature. Bottom or side lighting. This is super easy to understand. It's when the light, the source of light, is directly from below or the bottom to the side. Okay? This is used to, when we have bottom and side lighting, what you're going to notice here is there are shadows involved. And those shadows, because you do not see him in full light, what that means is you don't know everything that you need to know about him. These shadows indicate secrets or something that is hidden. And it doesn't have to be something negative. It just shows you that you are not getting a full, complete, clear picture of the person on that is featured on there. Okay, so shots themselves are done with 3-point lighting. All of this is happening. These three different types of lighting are either their dimness, it plays a part. You're going to have all three parts. It just doesn't, it just depends on what, how bright or dim they are. This is informational. This just, you don't have to say, well, this is 3-point lighting. I don't want you to do that. You were just going to be looking at the idea of the lighting that's listed on here. Backlighting is from behind. Key lighting is the main lighting, and fill lighting is used to create overall lighting of the scene. It fills in shadows that the director does not want. Backlighting. Much of the time, this is soft lighting on the face from behind, and it's creating an innocent feeling. Think about all the times you see the good witch, or you see the hero, or you see an angel on the screen. They are lit from behind. It's just this, they come from the light, and light is associated with goodness. So that is what the purpose of the backlighting is, to create that innocent feeling, that good feeling. Fill light, and if I hide this, I don't know how to make it come back, so I'm not going to. Your fill lighting, ignore this arrow, and it's over here more. It's used to control the shadows by filling in certain dark areas. Just because you have a light does not mean that what the director wants the focus on is going to be lit by it. So they're going to use a fill light to fill in an area that they think has too much shadow to it, and they want to reduce that shadow. Or it helps emphasize an area that is in the shadows the way that the fill light is working might even deepen those shadows. High key lighting is when they flood the scene with light, bright and open scene. There's nothing in that scene that is hidden. You can see everything. And this just goes to show this is drawing your attention to everything that's in this scene, whether it's making it clear that the focus should be on the dialogue between two characters. You're not worried about what's happening in the background. You're not even paying any attention to the face because you can see everything. You don't have to worry about what might be there or what's this hiding or why is half of his face in the shadows? What does that mean? You see everything. The opposite, and I don't know why that one doesn't load. The opposite is low key lighting. So instead of the scene being flooded with light, it's flooded with shadows and darkness. And this lets you know that there are things that you don't know about the situation that's in the scene. If this were a horror movie, there are lots of places that maybe the killer could be in. For example, under the bed here. It also creates this, with high key lighting, it's oftentimes bright, upbeat. So with low key, you've got this feeling of depression, and there's so much within this scene that shows sadness, shows a low point in their life. The use of color, the use of shadows. When you look out back here, the branches look bare, so there's not even life there. Lots of things hidden. So there might be a lot of things that the director is hiding from you about the character, or a lot of things that maybe it's symbolic for that the character doesn't even know about themselves. Silhouette lighting, you got to be careful here because people get confused between low key and silhouette. The difference is in low key, there's more shadow than light. In silhouette, there are dark shapes or figures set against a light background. So yes, you could say this is more of it could have some silhouette. However, this is not bright enough. You can still see this image a little more clearly than you can see this character's features. Okay, so you want a light background and a dark shape for silhouette. Your last, or not last one, sorry, soft lighting. This avoids sharp shadows or harsh, bright areas, creating this gradual blending from highlights to shadows. There's no distinct shadow and distinct bright spot. They just all blend and work together. And it's used to also soften the mood. So it's used a lot in dramas or chick flicks or romances, epics, just different genres of film that are meant to have a softer touch to them. Okay? Hard lighting, that's where like the use of a spotlight is involved. It produces really high lighting areas and dark shadows that are unflattering. Hard lighting is also involved with a hard focus, and it is just think of it like when you take a picture using Instagram. I don't Snapchat. I tried, I didn't. So I'm just going to go with Instagram. And you know how you can create those sharp edges, or maybe when you've used a flash and there are certain parts of you that are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, like delete or filter with that one. There's nothing flattering about hard lighting. Whatever is there is meant to be seen, flaws and all. Okay? So go back through, review the terms that I just went over, make sure you understand the differences between high key, low key, and between low key and silhouette, and also take a look at the significant differences between hard lighting, like flaws and all, and soft lighting, where maybe some of the flaws blend or are softened because the lighting does not spotlight it. Okay? All right, I'll be back with editing, and yeah, we'll be back with editing and the next one. My transitions are just absolutely terrible.